Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. We have made our way onto Alfonso's ship and we are trying to get through. Now, in this room, we're going to actually, we can have random encounters while this alarm is going off, so let's not dilly-dally too much. You can see we got into one there. So, we learned quite a bit about the basics of combat last time, because I explained a whole lot, and like I said, the game really doesn't give you that much in terms of a tutorial, so you kind of just have to pick up on it on your own. But these battles are very, very simple. I mean, this is the beginning of the game, so basically all they want you to do is just mash attack, you know, and you'll be just fine. And the damage they do is very minimal. We've got quite a lot of health. I mean, 506, and they're doing like 20-something, you know, so I mean, these guys are definitely no threat. So there we go. Take them all down, get all our experience and magic experience. And we mentioned a little bit about magic experience last time. It can be really beneficial if you're wanting to learn a certain spell, like in a certain line. Vice actually learned Pyre there, which is our first red magic spell. We can check it out real quick. And you can see summons a burst of flames, damaging all enemies on screen. That's our first offensive magic. But yeah, if you want to learn, like, say for example, you want to speed along the green spell line, you can pretty much just equip everyone with green, and you should start getting like extra, you know, experience for that. Now, there's a treasure chest down here. I actually forgot. While we're at this, I suppose we could talk a little bit about something. Most of this is probably only going to make sense for those of you who have played the game before. This is not exactly going to be like 100% in the traditional sense. Basically, well, that was kind of weird. I got stuck. But basically, in this game, if you know what I'm talking about, there's a ranking called Vice the Legend, which basically means that you do basically everything, including some really like stupid stats. I think like you get in so many battles and stuff like that. I'm not really going to be bothering going for that. That also includes like all of the treasures and basically, like I said, everything in the game. Some select things I'll probably be doing. Like I'm going to get most of the treasures that, you know, I can think of and then I come across. I'm also going to be getting, and again, this is really only going to apply right now for people who know what I'm talking about. I'm also going to be getting all of the discoveries. And I'm going to be doing all of the bounties, all of the black spot fights. I'm saying it that way to not like spoil too much. And all of the discoveries also includes all the moonfish. So again, if you haven't ever played or seen this game before, that kind of sounds like a foreign language to you, but you'll kind of discover what we're talking about as we get more into it. There's a good example of a counterattack that just randomly happens sometimes, and they're getting a ton of critical hits. But yeah, sometimes whenever you take damage, you'll have the chance to do a counter attack, which is just a standard attack back to them, which is pretty nice. So there we go, took him down. So yeah, it's not going to be like a Vice the Legend type run, like I said, but most things in the game I'll be doing, so you will get to see quite a lot of it. Alright, so now that we've taken those guys out, we are upstairs. You can see Alfonso's right up here. Let's make our way across. What? How did you defeat my soldiers? If you want my ship that badly, you can have it. I'll get another. I'm very busy. I do not have time to deal with you personally. Now, if you'll excuse me. I'll just give up your ship, huh? I guess that works. That's pretty much all we came for anyway, but, I mean, he kidnapped that girl, you know, so we gotta see what's going on there. Chest back here with 50 gold in it. The chests are usually good to pick up. I mean, you can get a lot of good items from chests. And if nothing else, you can also get other things you can sell. So, you know, it's very useful to try to pick up as many of those as you can. So we got some more battles with some guards. Let's see if we can, you know what? Let's focus here a bit. We can get up our spirit points. I don't think I really needed this because I believe you get 2 in between turns anyway. I'm going to show off Aka's, what was that thing called? Alpha Burst, I think it was. And we're going to try to do that and just see how well we can do with it. If Vice would stop killing things with counterattacks. So, yeah, let them get their attacks in. We're getting a little bit low on health. You can see pretty much every enemy also actually has a ranged attack. That's kind of like a wave. It basically, sometimes they run up to the enemy and attack, and sometimes they just do the ranged attack. Our characters have that as well. So, we'll be seeing, you know, some of that as the game goes on. Let's, it's kind of like a line area of effect, so I'm going to have Vice attack this guard back here, and we're going to have Aka use her Alpha Storm special move, and either one will work.
Back off! Alpha
And you can see that does a lot of damage, 132, and it does it to all enemies that are in that range, which is actually very, very wide. And Vice can finish off this last one for us. But that move, I mean, it doesn't use very much SP, it does a lot of damage, it has a wide range, so it's very, very good early on for taking out groups of enemies, which we are going to be faced with in, pretty shortly as we start to move on, so... Alright, now if we come back over here, we can see there's this little switch. If we press it down, that'll finally stop that really annoying alarm, which is nice, and that'll also keep random battles from happening, so we can pretty much explore around to our heart's content at this point. Okay, now as we go through here, you can see this thing. This is a save point. Before we do this, there's actually a chest right here. It's kind of hidden by the camera. That's another thing. The camera doesn't cooperate a lot of the time. You can use L or R to sort of move it around, but it likes to get stuck in places. And of course we can use our save point here if we want. Let's overwrite this. And there we go. Alright, so let's see, this door here. Ha! You'll never get through this door. I've locked it from this side. So long, rogue. Oh, well, that's no good. Guess we gotta find another way around. Well, only one way to go, so let's check it. Alright, and we are now outside. And now, somehow inexplicably, I've always noticed this, it's daytime out. You see that? I mean, the only possible explanation I have is that we, boarded their ship just as sunrise was about to happen. But now, I mean, it looks like it's, in the middle of the day, so, well, a little bit of inconsistency, but whatever. It looks pretty, anyway, so... yeah, that's another thing about this game. There's a lot of, good views and stuff, because there's, sky stretching in every direction, pretty much everywhere you go, so it can be, it's really good looking at times. Your Excellency, the sun is up and visibility is good. The preparations for your escape have been completed. Good work. I've finished my preparations as well. Preparations to dispose of a traitor. What? Please, Your Excellency, what are you doing? I cannot tell the Empress that I lost my ship to the air pirates in a fair fight. I'm gonna need a scapegoat, and you'll do quite nicely. To keep my glorious reputation from being tarnished, you must be sacrificed. No, you can't do this. Even in death, he'll serve me well. I can't wait to tell the Empress. But Empress, my own vice captain betrayed us and allowed the air pirates on board. I could do naught but dispose of the traitor myself. So, this is how Valua treats its people. What? Now that we've taken control of your ship, we'll be taking the girl as well. There's just one more thing I need to do. After seeing you kill an unarmed man in cold blood, I can't allow you to walk away from this. Draw your blade, Alfonso. An uncivilized rogue such as yourself wants to challenge me? You aren't worth my effort, but perhaps you'd like to meet one of my pets. Come, Antonio. What is that thing? He's my personal war beast. I was gonna leave him here, but it seems I found a use for him after all. Antonio, trample the pests, and make their deaths as painful as possible. And in we go to our first boss battle. I should have healed up before we went into this because we were actually a little bit low on health, so I think I'm going to have to pretty much use this first turn to heal up. You can hear the music is actually sort of, perilous and ominous sounding. This is actually the variation you get when you get low on health, so it's kind of funny that we started out this way. Let's see. Yeah, we're both low, so we really both need to heal up. Thankfully, you can see we've picked up plenty of Sacri crystals, so I'm gonna have Vice use this. I'm gonna have Aika actually use our Sacri magic though, so we can sort of, conserve our items a bit. You can see there's a 2 beside it. That doesn't mean 2 MP. That means 2 spirit points up top. Like I said before, every spell uses 1 MP. So use that on herself.
Give me strength.
And there we go, back up to full health, and Vice is going to be the same after this.
Here goes.
I've always liked the item using animation for some reason. And now he's going to start right off with the special attack Thunder Fury, which can actually be really devastating. Look at that, that was almost 200 damage. We only got 500 total. So this guy, believe it or not, they start you out a little bit rough, to be honest. Basically what I like to do, and this may seem a little bit weird and counterintuitive, but I like to pretty much just sit here and guard with Aika. 50% of the time it's going to be attacking her, and if she can have the damage caused, especially from that really wicked Thunder Fury attack, she can really sort of soak up the damage and make us have to heal less. And Vice is really the main damage dealer. Aika does a lot less. And of course, now that I start doing this, he's pretty much just focusing his attacks on Vice. If need be, you can have Aika heal him as well, so that's kind of what I like to do. Basically, what I'm really just doing here is biding up time in order to raise our spirit points up top. Vice needs 7 in order to do his special attack, so basically we'll get it after this turn. You could also have Aika focus 1 round, since that is an odd number. And you can see there her damage was halved to 31, which is really nice. Now we've got a full bar of SP, so we can use our Cutlass Fury on him, which of course is going to do a ton of damage, and have Aika guard still. Nice, wasn't bad, huh? 117 is pretty good. This guy's got a lot of defense, and he's going to use his Thunder Fury again, which means Vice is going to need healed after this turn. So, wow, he was actually very close to dying. Like I said, they start you out a little bit rough here. So let's go ahead and get an attack in there and have Aika use some magic. And she should go... Oh, crap. Oh my gosh. Okay. I almost just let Vice die. That would have been absolutely terrible, because we have no way to revive people at this point. He would have missed out on the experience, and Aika would have had to do it by herself. So, wow. Okay, well, we're getting a little bit careless here at the start, but that's alright. I guess we'll just have Aika keep this up. It makes the battle... It might make it take a little bit longer, because you're missing out on a little bit of attack, but it's not too bad. Although he's kind of messing up the strategy by mostly attacking Vice, which means I have to waste the turn healing anyway. Okay, there we go. And that's the other good thing about guarding, is that it also reduces damage from special attacks, which is really nice. Gonna have to do another Cutlass Fury, so that'll definitely help out. We'll just have her guard. She'll survive whatever, even if she gets attacked. And the other cool thing about this game is you can actually skip the attack sequences like that, which is really, really nice, especially on some of the larger attacks. Nope. Yep, see, and then the music turned ominous because we got the low health again. We'll just be safe, have her heal up. It's not like it matters. I mean, she's using up pretty much all her MP, but that's fine. Yeah, and you could also hear there for a little bit the music sort of takes a more optimistic turn once we get the boss below a certain level of health, so that's pretty nice. So we took him down. Like I said, that's a little bit of a tough battle to start you out with, but we made it through by the skin of our teeth. And there we go. We got a lot of experience. Yeah, we'll both level up. 2 levels up for Vice. Wow, that's actually pretty nice. If he would have died, he would have missed out on all that experience. I mean, that would have been just absolutely terrible, like I said. And Aika has now learned Pyre, and we also get another Moonberry. You get Moonberries from most boss fights. Bah! Perhaps there's more to you than meets the eye. Well, Vice of the Blue Rogues, you will rue this day, the day you stood against the Valuan Empire. We shall meet again. You coward! What kind of commander sacrifices his own men and ship to run from a fight? Well, even though he was a coward with gold. True, I suppose that the ship and everything on it officially belong to us now. We haven't had a catch this big for quite some time. The people back home are going to be impressed. And look at this girl. I've never seen anyone dressed like that before. You're right, she sure doesn't look like she's from around here. I wonder why Valua was trying to kidnap this girl in the first place. I wonder where she's from. This place. Am I home? Fina. Fina, you replace Rami, the moon. Elder. However, watch yourself. Do not allow trust. Elder. How is she, Vice? Her breathing's more regular now. I think she'll be alright. Well, there's a sight to wake up to. Hey! Look, she's coming too. Where am I? You're aboard our ship, the Albatross. I'm Vice. Don't worry, there aren't any Valuan troops around, so you'll be safe here. Yes, thank you very much. You don't need to thank us. The Blue Rogues are always here to help people. My name's Aka. It's nice to meet you. Hey, could you tell us your name? My name's Fina. Alright, and we get a choice here, and this is actually a important choice, believe it or not. This is what's going to, it's going to affect what's called our swashbuckler rating. Essentially, there are 3 choices here. One of the choices is the correct, or piratey choice, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. This is kind of an inconsequential dialogue, but believe it or not, this actually does raise your rating. We want to pick, that's a great name. And if you pick the correct choice, you'll hear a little tone, like that. Fina, huh? It's a great name. It's so feminine. Really? You think so? Geez, you try and compliment someone and nothing. No reaction whatsoever. Vice, that wasn't much of a compliment. Looks like you have a lot to learn about women. Excuse me, but I have a question. What exactly is an air pirate? What? You were out sailing all by yourself. You don't even know what air pirates are? Oh, I'm sorry. It's my first time traveling. Basically, air pirates are sailors that attack other ships and steal their cargo. Attack? You don't have to worry about us. We're Blue Rogues. See, air pirates are divided into 2 factions, the Blue Rogues and the Black Pirates. The Black Pirates will attack anything in the sky, especially merchant vessels and unarmed ships. However, we Blue Rogues only take cargo from armed ships, especially the Imperial Armada. We rob from the rich and keep the gold, but we use the gold to save people that need our help. That's why we helped you. Don't worry, we aren't trying to kidnap you or anything. Just relax and enjoy the trip. Sure. Vice, Aka, how long are you gonna sit there chit-chatting? Come to the bridge, now. Oh no, I completely lost track of time. Oh well, I guess that means we have to go. Alright, Fina, we'll see you later. Try to get some rest. Alright, so there we go. We have successfully taken over Alfonso's ship. He got away. Had a little chit-chat with Fina there. Learned a little bit about her, and also a little bit more about the air pirates that we are, which I really like, by the way. I mean, not just because of the pirate thing, but I mean, it's kind of like they're not necessarily like your traditional type of good guys. You know, they rob the rich. It's not like they rob the rich and give to the poor. They rob the rich and keep the gold, but they keep the gold to help people, you know? So I think that's kind of cool. It's sort of like a middle ground type thing. I like it. Anyway, though, I think this seems like a pretty good place to stop. We've been called to the deck by Dine, so we'll have to do that in the next part, and probably explore the ship a little bit too, just to see what's around. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.